This is Gair and Karunatillake, Lesson 1, Section 3. My apologies to those who tried to read, or to listen, I should say, to my previous Section 3. Something had gone wrong with the sound. It came out very, very faint. So this replaces the old one, which I've taken down. You'll notice that this is in now much shorter sections. The reason I'm doing it in shorter sections is because I am constantly getting the resume and pause button the wrong way round and mucking the entire thing up. So I'm now doing it in much shorter bursts. So if I muck it up and have to delete it, I don't waste so much work. So here we go. On page 1, section 3, as I mentioned, you'll find the translation of this at Bhikkhu Bodhi, page 116, paragraph 306, bracketed 1. We did the first line of it in the previous section, so we start at Naham Bhikkhave. Naham Bhikkhave anyameka dhammampi samanupassami yena anupannava kusala dhamma nupajjanti uppannava kusala dhamma parihayanti yathayadam Bhikkhave michhadritti. Michhadrittikassa Bhikkhave anupanna cheva kusala dhamma nupajjanti uppannacha kusala dhamma parihayantiti. It starts off with naham, which is na aham, literally not I. But by putting it in this way in Pali, it does not have the same effect as saying not I in English. And not I would mean, well, maybe somebody else, but not me. Here, it's exactly the same as if the verb na, the particle na, had gone straight in front of the verb. So it could have been said, anyameka dhammampi na samanupassami. I do not detect, I do not discern any other single thing. And that would have exactly the same meaning. So I do not discern any other state. Yena, by which, that's the instrumental, by which anupanava kusala dhamma nupajjanti, by which anupanna, unarisen, kusala dhamma, wholesome states, nupajjanti, do not arise. Uppannava kusala dhamma, or arisen, as already arisen, kusala dhamma, wholesome states, parihayanti, fade or dwindle. Yathayadam Bhikkhave michhadritti. Yathayadam is a coalescing of two words, yatha, as, and idam. And it's just a way of making the comparing as. I know no other thing that has such an effect as. So, yathayadam michhadritti, as this, or just as, false view. You'll see the va appearing twice. Va can mean either or. It can also mean both and. And in fact, we could say the same in English. We could say, I see no other thing by which either wholesome states don't arise or unwholesome states do arise. And we can put by which both wholesome states arise and unwholesome states, and so on. So just do that as va and va. And you could equally be done as by putting cha and cha, as in fact is done in the last sentence on this page. So indeed, not only the last sentence, the one following this. So michhadrittikassa, the person having wrong view, tika, the wrong viewic, the person with a wrong view. That's the dative genitive form here, meaning that these states do not arise for the person of wrong view. So michhadrittikassa, for the person of wrong view, O monks, anupanacheva kusala dhamma nupajjanti, both the cha and both the unarisen wholesome states do not arise, uppanacha kusala, and the arisen wholesome states, parihayanti, fade away. Parihayanti, it's the very much used common root ha, which has the basic meaning of to leave or to abandon, to desert or to give something up. Also in a more passive sense, it just means to be without something, be bereft of something, be deprived of it. It has a slightly irregular past participle, which is hina. You recognize this from the word hinayana. When Hinayana is used in contradistinction to the Mahayana, it's in fact an inherently derogatory term, because the word Hina suggests it's lacking, defective, something missing. With the prefix pari, it has the intransitive passive sense of fading away, dwindling. How is it in the vocabulary here? Decreases or deteriorates, yeah. So these kusala dhamma parihayanti, these wholesome states, fade away, decrease. That's this root with the prefix pari. Also very commonly, in fact much more commonly than with the root ha on its own, is what in Sanskrit is praha, and Pali is just paha. And that means to abandon or get rid of something, and very frequently used for getting rid of an evil state, getting rid of wrongdoing, getting rid of the wish to do wrong. And we encounter this word actually in the next reading, just over the page. Going on to the next paragraph here. Naham bhikkhave anyameka dhammampi samanupassami yena anupannava akusala dhamma nuppajjanti uppannava akusala dhamma parihayanti yathayadham bhikkhave sammadritti sammadrittikassa bhikkhave anupanna cheva akusala dhamma nuppajjanti uppanna cha akusala dhamma parihayanti. You'll see that this is the same as the previous one, but just with the keywords change from micchaditti to sammadritti. So it's effectively saying that the same thing from the other side of the coin. Samma, Sanskrit samyak, it's the word that is used in the Noble Eightfold Path, where we have sammadritti, sammavayama, sammajiva, and so on. Translated often as right view, right livelihood, sammakamanta, right action, and so on. Translated as right, but there's a lot more to it. It has more of a meaning of a perfected harmony, both an internal harmony within itself and in harmony with life around it. So the word, quite a complex word actually. I won't analyze it in this section. But to translate it as right is kind of okay. We don't have a word that covers it all in English. Just remember that there's a lot more to it, and it's commonly used as the opposite of miccha. So miccha something, samma, micchaditti, wrong view, sammadritti, right view. So I do not see, O monk, I do not detect samanupasami. The pasami is see, anupasami, samanupasami is more to detect or discern rather than just see. I do not discern any other anyam, any other single dhamma, single thing, yena, by which anupannava akusala dhamma nupajjanti, by which either the va, which either unarisen akusala dhamma nupajjanti, unarisen unwholesome states do not arise, uppannava akusala dhamma parihayanti, and already arisen unwholesome states fade away, vanish away, yathayadam bhikkhave, as, O monks, sammadritti, as right view. So sammadrittikassa, for the person of right view, bhikkhave, O monks. We have the cha and cha again here, uppanacheva kusala and uppanacha, that means both and. Anuppanacheva akusala dhamma nupajjanti, both unarisen, unwholesome states do not arise. Upannacha, and arisen akusala dhamma, unwholesome states, parihayanti, fade away. So I will end this clip here, and we will resume in section 4 in the next clip.